everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Hexcells Infinite. We are 95% done with the main story, and then we're going to do one of the infinite puzzles, and then that's going to be it for this series. So I cheated to get all of the Hexcells here for 6-5. That puzzle was incredibly long and hard. And we're going to see a sharp contrast in this final one, I'm pretty sure. And hopefully we won't make any mistakes. Hopefully you'll see that I can do a few puzzles at least without making mistakes. And then we're going to do an infinite one, which is going to be a pretty long and hard one too. So again, this game is made by one person, Matthew Brown. He gives the same thanks to the Bob Burkle at iTween, which probably helped him maybe port it to the iPhone. Maybe. Andre Harabar for the Harabar font, and Svatoslav Simon for the Code Light font. I mean, you really don't even need those fonts comments. You could put that in, you could get attribution free or not needed fonts, or put it somewhere else. But, well, I don't know. I mean, I've never really seen too many games that spend a lot of time on their credits. He could have put credits somewhere here, scrolling like all the others, or just even a static screen. There is kind of a cool idea here of it being directly in the middle of the last puzzle, and the last puzzle just being a thanks for playing type thing. That way more people will see it. But then when you start having a game that's made by more people, it would take up the whole screen, if not a lot longer. Alright, all columns contain an odd number of blues. Each of the intersection contains 7 blue hexes. Well, I assume this is what they mean by the intersections. We do not have a lot of info here. This one actually might be a little difficult. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And all columns, all of them, have an odd number. So if 4 or 5. 4 would be even, so it has to be 3 here. So there can only be one here in this column. So it's an odd number column. So 1 between these two, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So that means this and this and this and this and this and this are in. Then that means because this is 2 non-consecutive, this is out and this is out. That means this is in. And then that satisfies this. Good start, good start. Not terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That includes these two. So it's either 5 or 3 for both of these columns. I kind of wish there was more puzzles like this where he could actually sit there and explain and give us some more clues. Because this is sort of the final concept ever introduced in the Hexcells series, but it's only used twice, at the end of Hexcells Plus and at the end of Hexcells Infinite. Oh, I guess technically it is used at the end of Hexcells 1, because at the end of Hexcells 1 it's just the word finish and it says they're all blue. So trust me. And they were all blue. Let's see, 5 here. There could be 1 here, that doesn't help. 5 here. There could be 1 here. That doesn't help. In a lot of ways, I think maybe the font choices, or at least the size of some of the fonts, are wrong. The font itself is probably fine. I would say it's fine. know there's 7 in this section, but that doesn't mean anything. Because if we know there's 7 here, and we have 1, 2, 3 here, and that means there's 2 more in this section, that means there would be 3 left here. If we have 1, 2, 3 on this side, that means there's 2 more in this section, that means there's 3 here. But how does that help us? All columns contain an odd number. All that really means is that it couldn't be 4, but it could be 5. It could be totally 5. This doesn't one. This one has already been resolved. This 4 tells us nothing. This 2 tells us nothing. Have we finally run into a puzzle that just screams we have to have we have to guess? Let's see. If I did this 1, 2, 3, 4, no problem there. If I did this, I could still do 1. Let's see. I could do 2 here. That would be 3. Then that would be 4. Easy. I could still do 1 here or here or here or here or inside this. And we have 24 remaining. So of the 24 remaining, we can take out 2 here, we can take out 2 here, that makes 20, we can take out 3 here, we can take out 3 here, that means 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a minute, I think there might be a solution here. This one right here. This column here says this can't be it because it has to be an odd number, and 1 is the only odd number out of 2. There we go. And then all of a sudden this means that this has to be inside, and that means the 6, 1, 2, 3 has 3 here, this 5 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 here. How is that resolved? This has 1 more and is only touching this one and this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that includes that then. This 5 tells us that there's almost certainly 1 here in this section, and almost certainly 1 here in this section. It probably eliminates this, but I don't know for certain. Okay, this 3 here, now that this has been eliminated, eliminates this one though, which then turns around and eliminates this. This 2 is only touching 2, so those 2 are in. This one's now touching 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 1 more here, so this is out and this is out. This 2 eliminates that, it includes this. This 2 doesn't do anything. Has this 5 been satisfied yet? 1, 2, let's go ahead and turn off some of these other ones. 1, 2, 3. This 2 gets rid of this. I'm getting distracted here, but that's alright. I have taken a break last recording. I did sleep, so I'm mentally refreshed, but I don't really feel like that's going to drastically change my opinion of this game. It started off nice. I was into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now I've been so burned by it. This game just burned me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has to be an odd number, so that one's out. This one is touching 1, so that's out. And this 2 gets rid of this and this. And this 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. This 2 includes these 2. And that gets rid of this. 1, 2, 3, 4 now gets rid of that. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one more in this section somewhere here to satisfy this. This one was the only option anyways. So when we solve this one here, we'll also know. How about this 4 now? 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets rid of this and this. The 0 gets rid of this and this. This one includes this one. This 0 gets rid of this. This, this, this. This one includes this one. This one only has 1 in its area, so it's either this one or this one. And there's only 1 here, but we don't know how. How about this 5? There's 1 here. And there has to be 1 here, too. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute. Is this 6 satisfied? Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There has to be 1 there. There has to be 1 there. And it could be here. Could be the 1. But when we don't consider that, there has to be 1 here. And there has to be 1 here. That means this is out. Alright. And then this one says there has to be 5. But there's no saying it's not this. But I bet there is something here we can take. Yes, this column here, we can get back to this, has to be an odd number. But what if it was 0 all the way through 1? All columns contain an odd number. 0 is neither an odd or an even number. So if we accept that it has to include an odd number, that's in, and that's in. And then that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which means these 2 have to be out. This 1 gets rid of this one, this 0 gets rid of this, this 1 includes that one. This odd number here, what does this tell us? Well, this 1 actually gets rid of this. That helps there. Does it do anything else? No. If there's 5 here, and then let's say it is the 1 right here. This includes 5. That would eliminate these 3. So we're just running that scenario. If the 5th one is in these 3 here, that would satisfy 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th 7 remaining here. Let's calculate this then. If there's 4 here and 3 more here. So 3 minus 7 makes 4. That means there's 4 between these. If we did 1, 2, 3, 4, this would be 5, an odd number. If we did this alone, potentially an even number. So it feels like if we can eliminate this, which we probably could, then that would solve it. Let's ask this. Is there any way this 6 gets satisfied? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't also satisfy this. No. So there is either 1 here or there is 1 here and 1 here. And if there was 1 here and 1 here, that would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, unless this was the answer. And then that would eliminate these. And I think we have to assume that there is 1 in each of these columns. Don't we? This 5 cannot be satisfied with 2 here. That would be 2, 1 extra. So there has to be 1 over here. And there can't be 1 here, then 2, then 3 to continue to make it an odd column, and then 1 here to satisfy this. I mean, even if it was that 1, 2, 1 between these 2, 2, 3, added to this 4, 5, 6, 7, fills it in, means nothing there. So that means there has to be 1 here, and there has to be 1 between these 2, which then satisfies this 5 and gets rid of this and this. Now this 5 in response, we have 1 here for sure, 1 here for sure, 2, that makes 3, that makes 4, that makes 5, that makes 6. So number 7, because this has to be satisfied, could be either here, or it could be out of the range of the 5 here. And I don't think anything solves this. I don't think there's a single bit of information that comes over here. I think this is just our last move. So if we run the scenario that there was 1 here and 1 here, that's 2. Then the third to satisfy this 5 would have to be here and here again. So I don't think that works. Let's see, 1 here, 1 here, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 1 remaining. it can't be any of these three because there's only one remaining. It has to be this one, doesn't it? And then to satisfy this 5, I think this one's in. We could probably guess and it doesn't matter. Anyways, so that gets rid of this. This 2 now satisfies a couple things by getting rid of these 2 because we knew there couldn't be 2 here. It just wouldn't work. This 2 tells us this, which gets rid of this. This 5 needs 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be 5 here, could be 5 here. But what happens if it was here would then require 1 to be here, which would make it 3. And I don't think that's the answer. And I think we can see that from this. We can't have it go be even here. This 1, 2 tells us it's this, which then gets rid of that, which then satisfies this, which then satisfies that, and then this 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's out, and that's satisfied. And then you're left with 4 remaining, and there's only 4 remaining, and that's the only way you would get it, is doing this. I'm glad he didn't at least spell out the word finish all over again. For a 3rd time. So, 514 is the maximum you can get. We've got the full thing done. We cheated to get that way. And now I can reveal, I have already done puzzle 00, but it was a while ago. So I have no guarantee that it's going to, I'm going to remember any of it. But I want to play 00000 here. I may have missed a 02 in saying that. I want to play it again to see an experiment here, whether it says puzzles complete 2 when we're done, or whether it says puzzles complete 1 because it means unique puzzles complete. Either way, that's going to be the end of the series after we've played this puzzle. Overall, if you've liked what you've seen, if you think you could get into these puzzles every now and then, if you want to take it very slowly and not try to cram it like a YouTuber has to, I would say this is, oh man, really? I'm just going to restart immediately here. What did I, 3 continuous, I misread it. Well, by that first guess, I know the answer. Shouldn't have known the answer, but whatever. 2 continuous means... what am I doing? I'm not even reading things right. I'm so burned. I'm so out of it mentally. That last puzzle was real easy and real simple, so it didn't tax my mind. But this one's a real puzzle, and it is going to tax my mind. I have 6 mines here, and practically all of them that I've added were by my own stupidity. Stupid guessing. But yeah, I'd get this game, get it very cheap, get it on a Steam sale. I think I'd probably paid $1, maybe $3 at most for all 3 of the games in a bundle. That's about right. The Infinite has an interesting thought. In general, I would prefer to play this on the cell phone when I was commuting somewhere, if I did commute. But let's see, this 3 consecutive means this is out. But since I don't actually commute anywhere, it pretty much means I'd probably not play this game very much. I think it's at its best when you probably don't play too much of it, and Hexcells Infinite really saves the day for this game because you can save your progress now. If you couldn't save your progress with Hexcells Infinite, I would say that it's missing a vital feature, and you are really challenging yourself highly to play the game in one sitting without probably taking that much of a break, or leaving your computer running while you're taking a break would be really your only option. You can see number 0 here is not any special puzzle, it's just a big difficult one. You really don't get easy small ones in the Infinite, which is a bit of a shame. I think if he should run some difficulty into this and say, well, we'll make hard ones and we'll make easy ones, and you'll be able to pick between the two. Let's see, this 3's only touching 3, this 5's only touching 5. You can see that there's quite a lot of mines here, 69 still. I don't really feel like the main game prepared you as enough to be just thrown into these infinite puzzles. I really don't feel like the game creator should go back here and try to improve upon it too much, unless he could. I mean, a few things I could say he could do real quick. Put a volume control in the menu. Put options in the menu for audio instead of a launcher at the beginning. But either way, it really doesn't matter to me. But it's a little annoying to have to exit out of the program completely just to change the settings. But see if you could do cross-platform cross-saves, so I could play this game on a cell phone and then come back and work on the same puzzle and have the progress saved. That would definitely increase my interest in puzzle games like this. This one's only touching 4 here. This 3 gets rid of these. Oops. Well, that's my one mistake. Actually, here on the mistake system, it doesn't matter. You're not going to get any hex cells for doing these puzzles anyways. All it's going to do is tell you your time, which again, when you get back to the main game, that doesn't happen. It doesn't tell you how long it took you to do those puzzles. So you almost want to have a set of seeds for all of the campaign puzzles, so you can go play them on Infinite and get a time score, which is ridiculous. Why would you have to play the puzzle twice just to get a time score? But that's kind of the only way. It would be nice if you could make a custom editor, but if you did make a custom editor on here, and I'm sure there's something like that online, that potentially means you could solve any of the campaign things if you just took a picture of the campaign, put it in the custom editor, and it told you the solutions. But that would be really nice. It would be really nice if there was a step-by-step explanation of all the logical paths, or a recorder of all the actions you take while you're playing, so you could play back your own actions. How about this 6? Is this done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. But yeah, that would definitely be nice features that you can add to practically any puzzle game, and if those features are added, they will be appreciated. 5 here, 2 here, nothing yet. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Forget one and more of those. Gone. How about this 4? How about this 7? How about this 6? I wish the game gave me some more positive feedback. I wish the mistake system was toggleable off or on. I probably still need that, don't I? How about this 4? This 3 includes this. 1, 2, 3, 4 gets rid of that. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This 3 gets rid of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. This 4 includes this, so that 4 would have fixed it too. This one's only touching 5. There we go. I think we're going to work our way up to that 12 here in a second. I don't think this 9 is going to quite solve yet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's supposed to be 1 here, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, I don't think I have enough there. Hit a wall. How about this 6? How about this 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. This 3 is now only touching 3. This 3 is already touching 3. So that gets rid of that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Right. And that means this is out. And that means that's in. And that means that's out. And that's out. This 3 is only touching 3. 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I could eliminate one more of these, this 8 would include the rest. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. This 12 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So one more of those needs to go away. 2 more could be here. 1 more could be here. 2 more could be here. This 4, however, gets us across the barrier here. It's been resolved, so all of these are gone. 0 gets rid of these. This 3 is touching only 3, so those are all in. That means this 8 now is touching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That 1 gets rid of this. This 0 gets rid of these. This 4 continuous is touching 1, 2, 3, 4. This 2 continuous gets rid of that. This 3 here is touching only 3. So get rid of that. This 2 gets rid of that. This 1 gets rid of this. This 3 includes this. But we're still building up a wall here. How about this 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. They're in. So those are out. This 3 is only touching 3, so they're in. That's out. This 5 is satisfied. 5 now is our barrier into this section. So that's out, and this is out, and this is out, and this is out because this 5 is satisfied. This 3 gets rid of this. This 5 here is satisfied. So that 5 was not useful at all. I don't know if it ever was going to be useful or what. I remember I started this by guessing, and so like the first 5 things were stupid guesses that I thought were right but weren't. So because of that fact, really anything, how I've gotten here and how I've progressed could all just be in question as far as the absolute perfect and correct way to have played this level. This 2 here is interesting because there has to be 1 here or 1 here. If there's 1 here, it goes 1, 2, 3. That means that's out. If there's 1 here, it goes 1, 2, 3. That's in. If there's 1 here, it goes 1, 2, 3. If there was 1 here, it goes 1, 1, 2, 3. That means these 3 here are out. How about this 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means this one's in. This one is supposed to touch 3. How about this 12 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that one's in. This 5 actually tells me all of those are in, so I could have done that too, easier. Now that this 3 is here, we know it goes this way. It gets rid of these, because it's 3 continuous. This 3 wasn't needed. See, this puzzle feels like it's better laid out than some of the hand-picked ones, even, because we're really running into elements here. There's only 3 mines remaining, and we've made 1 mistake, and we started this thing just guessing, making mistakes. And that's kind of another problem with the mistake system, is that even if you do make a mistake, if you still have a 50-50 shot of getting it right and that mistake not counting, so you're not fully punished from guessing. Your odds are actually pretty good, which thus turns around and makes the game only seem like it's encouraging you to guess. So yeah, there's a lot of flaws in the concept here of just how it's set up. But here we are on the Infinite. That's an Infinite puzzle. It says puzzles completed 2, and that was the same puzzle I'd done before. It took me 15 minutes and 55 seconds, and I made 1 mistake here. So why doesn't it tell us that in the main game how long it took? I mean, overall, we've probably spent about 10 hours here, 2 puzzles completed, and 10 hours just for Hexcells Infinite. Now, definitely I would, wrapping up, say, if you only have 1 thing that you could do, this load custom level seems to do nothing. Maybe that you have to mess with the program files, put a custom level in there before you can click it. But if you had to pick, I would definitely take Hexcells Infinite, and then you'd at least have the Infinite. But then you really wouldn't understand all the concepts of playing the game, because they're not super well explained in the main story of Hexcells Infinite, and you're going to get the hardest of the hard puzzles in the 3rd of this trilogy. I wonder if people were telling him that the puzzle should be harder online, and he actually believed them. Usually when you get a survey and enough of a focus group on video games, people will end up telling you too much that the game needs to be easier. but online you'll get the most vocal hardcore players telling you the exact opposite. And the truth lies somewhere in between. But unfortunately for this game, they are really difficult. And the way they're laid out doesn't fully reward you or explain to you that they're going to be very difficult. This is pretty much the Dark Souls of Minesweeper, this game is. At least so far. I haven't seen anything else as brutal and demanding as this. But I had a moderately enjoyable time running through this fast. I would probably have a lot more enjoyable time if I had played freely at a much slower pace. If it had taken me a couple months to do all 6 chapters of Hexcells, and then a couple more months to do all 6 chapters of Hexcells Plus, and then a couple more months to do all 6 chapters of Hexcells Infinite, then we would, then I would have probably enjoyed it a lot more. And then again, if I was playing it on a cell phone in my free time and I put it away whenever I got frustrated, a lot of those issues would go away too. So I'd give this an overall B. I wouldn't give it a B plus if I was to give letter grades. I sometimes say I don't give letter grades and then turn around and give them, but it looks like a good solid effort for one person. It's a finished product. There's no DLC, there's no microtransactions. Everything here is complete. He gave you his honest amount of work. He didn't try to scam you. So I like this game. It just, in the higher concepts of how you're supposed to manipulate a player, didn't grasp those concepts and implement them correctly. And so that ended up with me being very frustrated, making a lot of mistakes, and being very mentally exhausted. That's going to be it for this series. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name Rydo. That takes you to my main YouTube page. On the right there's a blue button that says support this channel. If you click that and make a donation, it would be very much appreciated. Also on my main YouTube page is a playlist tab. You can click that and see a playlist for every game I've ever covered. And I'm sure there's some other videos there that will interest you. And then finally down below, please do follow and friend me on things like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, and you can even friend me on Steam and Battle.net. The links are all down below. Thank you for watching. Let me know how you feel about Hexcells, and have a good evening.